Howdy, my name is Steve and today we're going to take a look at the Golf Club by HP Studios. 2014 is a great year for a company to introduce a new golf game. EA Sports is taking the year off after retooling their product following the dropping of Tiger Woods from the EA Tiger Woods series. It is now going to be PGA Tour 15 and is going to be coming out next spring for the PS4 and the Xbox One. The Golf Club by HP Studios is going to be released later this summer on PC, as we'll see here, as well as the PS4 and Xbox One. Unfortunately, there is no Wii U support, which would have been nice to see, as Wii golf games are a lot of fun to play either by yourself or family, friends, or online with programs such as the Wii Sports Club. Play is where you'll actually select your course. You've got your options to play a round, play a tour, or play a tournament. Tours and tournaments are slightly different. Tour is going to be a series of tournaments at various courses, similar to what you'd see in the PGA Tour or European Tour. Tournament, again, is going to be like a single event where you would have multiple rounds on one particular course. Go ahead and just select the course here. I'm going to back out and show you the continue option here in just a moment. On this screen you can go ahead and press Y. I'm using the Xbox controller, the Xbox wired controller. It also will ship with support for the PS4 controller and several other controllers, as well as mouse and keyboard support. Here you can see your various options to change your golfer, change the hat, change the shirt, shoes, gloves, and so on. You can actually switch between right-handed golfers and left-handed golfers. I myself am a left-handed golfer, so mine is set to that at this time. And go ahead and go back. And create course. That is a feature that is very beneficial to those who are looking to replicate their home course or to try to replicate one of the PGA Tour courses out there. This allows you to go in there and either use a predefined course that gets generated dynamically by the system, or you can actually go in there and create individual holes, sculpt the greens, sculpt the fairways, add sand traps. You can create anything from your realistic courses to the insane courses with the high hills and valleys and very undulating greens to make things very complicated. Create competition is where you can go back in there and you would set up those tours and tournaments for you to play and to share with your friends and other individuals you want to have join the competition. Let me go ahead and hop in here and take a look at the continuing the game, and you'll see where I left off here.
Hello and welcome back. We took the liberty of bookmarking your previous progress on this course, so let's take it from here.
Okay, as you can see, this is a desert course. The program will actually ship with a series of different themes, and each theme will have a set of animals, fauna, and sounds that would be associated with that particular theme. You're not going to see palm trees in your alpine themes, nor would you typically expect to see a ton of deer in the desert area. There are some non-specific things, such as airplanes, that you will notice fly by from time to time, that you can add as many as you'd like as well. One of the first things you notice looking at the screen is there is no power meter. This is commonly found in other games such as Link's 2003 or the Tiger Woods series. Rather than do the traditional 2 or 3 click method, HP Studios decided to take the golf club in a different direction and actually use the controller and put the focus on that for your shots. Simply, you'll just pull the controller back. In this case, it's the right analog stick. There are options to switch that to the left stick if you prefer. You just pull it back and then push it forward. If you notice on the right side, there is a
It's looking good.
small red cone that was there. That indicates the area of error, so to speak, of hitting a bad shot. If you can keep it
And
within
this
the
looks like
cone,
around 235.
you can pretty much be guaranteed that your shot is going to be good. You may not, it may not be perfectly straight, it may drift a little if you don't hit it perfectly straight back and straight through. As you can see, mine slightly to the left, and also, again, that will vary based on the weather conditions, the wind, as well as the lie. The physics on the game are actually really accurate. Side hill lies, uphill lies, the height of the hole versus where you're standing, all are taken into effect and make you have to adjust your shot accordingly. Also, if you look up in the upper right there, you will see that shows I am set up for a chip, and you actually have different choices. You have different shots you can do. Because I'm so close to the green, it defaults to chip. I could do a punch shot, I could pitch it, I can do a normal shot, and we're back to chip. And you'll see that the distance it carries is indicated right here. So this one is a 9-iron for 7 yards. Now keep in mind that the 7 yards is the carry. As you can see, I've got 12 yards. And one other thing you need to take into consideration is the lie of the ball. In this case, I'm lying in heavy rough. So of the 7 yards, if I hit a perfect shot, I'm only going to have a 76 to 86% chance of getting that distance. So let me go ahead and pull it back. And as you can see, I had 98% shot. And it actually worked out really well, because with the physics and the roll of the ball typically would roll a lot farther with a flatter, less obstructive lie. But being in the rough, that actually hindered it and allowed it to stop a little bit short. You'll see the familiar green grid that tells you which way the green is sloping. As you can see, it looks like we have a slightly uphill and slightly from the right to the left putt. The indications are the little white bars that are going across and down, indicating the direction, and the speed those move indicates the severity of the slope. Let me go ahead and just putt that. Again, with the putting, you use the same motion: pull back, push forward.
10 over for the round.
And here you can see is your scorecard. Just advance to the next hole here.
16th hole coming up.
This is an overview of the hole. It's just flyby, give you an idea where the sand traps or green and trees and anything in any of the other courses are, so you kind of know where you need to aim. HB Studios has been great about listening to the community. They're active in the forums and definitely have tuned the game based on feedback, including adding palm trees to the desert theme, which only one specific person had mentioned they would like to see, and they actually got that implemented in the game. One of the things they have been doing is tweaking with the cameras, and they actually just added a new camera called the Hole Overview, and you can get that by the B button. So take a look at that. This gives you an overview of the hole and the yardage markers. So while this is on a flat course with no trees, this is a great way to try to determine if you're playing on an alpine course, let's say, and you want to determine if you can cut the corner on the dog leg, if you have enough distance to make it over the tree line, or if you need to know exactly how far it is to that dog leg break. And that, again, is a recent one they've added based on community feedback. The scout camera, as you see by the Y button, it gives you an approximate area where the ball will land on your shot. So let me go ahead and swing.
All right, looking good so far?
Looks good. As with a lot of games nowadays, you need to have a social component.
Okay, we're looking at around 170 yards here.
Instead of having to have users and other players connecting to your game in order to have a multiplayer experience, the golf club has gone with a term they call ghost balls. It's similar to if you play some racing games where you see your ghost image on the track and you try to beat that time around the track. These ghost balls can be friends that play on the same course with you at the same time, or they can actually be your friends who have played this course but aren't actually on the course playing right now. All the data is stored on the servers, and you can add the individuals as friends to either in this case with the PC, the Steam account, add them as a friend, and then they will show up. Or you can actually just do a search for everybody that's played this course and add somebody to it that way. Typically that is done at the beginning of the round, but as you can see here, you can actually go into the settings and you can go in there and change rivals. And let me go ahead and just do global. See what other individuals have played this course. Okay, so I'm still learning, so I'm going to go scroll down here a little bit farther and get someone who's right around par, maybe a little bit over. We've got Sportsman 10 who played this 6 days ago and shot a 75. So we'll go ahead and add that person. You can add up to 3 additional golfers to your game. Add him. Let me back out here, and one other thing I wanted to point out is on the screen you can see a turn order. When I'm playing a golf video game, I'm not super concerned about the golf etiquette, but those of you that are concerned about the golf etiquette on a video game with your friends, there is the option to turn the turn order on to enable that. And what that is it would go with a typical golf etiquette where a person who is farthest away from the hole would shoot first, and then you would just move in throughout the hole until everyone's putted out. Let me go ahead and go back. Give it a second here and you should see one of the ghost ball from Sportsman 10. Go ahead and shoot my shot. He may have already hit. Okay.
I think you could probably 2-putt from here.
Okay. Go ahead and let him hit his shot. One thing I did forget to mention is when you do have the turn order enabled, you actually will see the golfers. So let me go ahead and disable that.
Okay, for the birdie.
And we'll let him catch up, and as you can see over on the right side, you see a little orange square indicating...
No, that's not going to do you. See if we can save par here. That would be nice.
One other camera that has been added is the putting camera. This lets you actually get down and you can rotate it all the way around 360 degrees, and you can see the break on the green here. Okay, as you can see, Sportsman 10 just finished, and we can see we've got a slope downhill, and you can see looks like we're on the edge of that steep slope as indicated by the speed of those white lines going down. So let me go ahead and just do a short tap putt. Let me go ahead and add that menu. I can see that there's a slight break from right to left, so aim a little bit right and a little bit too soft. Again, being that this is not just simply clicking to hit marks on a power meter, you do get a true sense of playing the game and your swing,
putt to end this one.
which also means that you do feel it when you miss-hit the ball.
11 over for the round.
I'll show you. Go back to the menu here. I'm going to show you one last thing.
Letting you know it's a bit windy out there.
I'll go ahead and exit. Okay, and we see the message section here. Here is where you're going to find all information about your friends, different rounds they've played, if they've created courses. As you can see, friend Jim Gem, he's got a hole-in-one on. That is on hole 6 of the Secret of Giza. And you'll see all kinds of messages. If someone beats your score in a course you played, it'll let you know as well. You can also, during your game, if someone joins, you'll get a little pop-up indicator on the left side saying Jim Gem, for example, is now playing on the Giza course. Would you like to join? And you actually can join the person live at that point as well. Well, there you have it. There is a overview of the golf club by HP Studios. Again, this is going to be out later this summer for the PC, PS4, and Xbox One. Thank you, and please leave your comments below, and if there's anything particular you'd like me to do another video and demonstrate, I'd be glad to. This is Steve, and this is Family Gamer TV. Have a great day.